New development for a bank on the old land site of the new Perry Hotel could start as early as March. That's according to Perry's community development director. Elizabeth Hunter talked to the director about what you can expect to see.
Land that sits vacant with only pieces left of the once 99-year-old historic hotel.
Sadly, I watched it be taken apart.
Dan Arledge had a front row seat from his store window as the new Perry Hotel was taken down piece by piece in July 2024.
Windows left first, and that was our first indication of the building being removed.
Arledge says the empty land has been quite an eyesore the past year, but he is not excited to hear about what's replacing the hotel.
You can go down the road and there'll be 8 banks in the same 1.5 mile stretch. And it's really becoming a question of mine as to why so many are necessary.
In October, Morris Bank submitted plans to build an over 8,000 square foot 2-story bank. Perry's community development director Joe Duffy says if approved, the bank could start development as early as March.
They do not have to do any zoning changes, and they obviously don't have to annex in. So they are basically at what we would call step 2.
Duffy says step 2 on the development timeline is site and building plans. He says a stormwater study is the only thing left before the bank plans are up for approval.
Just from a liability perspective, we want to make sure that's been investigated.
Duffy says the city took extra steps to make sure the bank fits the historic feel of downtown Perry.
We also have a Main Street Advisory Board which weighs in and helped develop kind of the design guidelines.
Duffy says the bank is required to keep the magnolia tree on property and is designing a walking trail. In Perry, Elizabeth Hunter, 13 WMAZ News.
Duffy says the city's hope with the bank is that it is a large employer and increases foot traffic on that side of downtown. The plans will have to be approved by City Council before development can begin.